Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the practice log. Ho ho ho! You ready to get started? Alright, let's go ahead and hop into it. And I'll tell you what, I got a special drinky drink for today. What's in the bag? How lucky am I? I get to go through a whole day, and now once that day is over, I get to have a beer and play some guitar. Oh yeah. Life is good. So let's go ahead and get seated. I forgot to mention it, but I got a Voodoo Ranger, a Juice Force. I am a fan of those. And yes, it was procured from my local gas station, as always. As are all the best things in life. Cigarettes and beer. Okay, let's talk about what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do today? Today, you're gonna hear Morel, Movement 3, and then you're gonna hear Lamentos Tomorrow. So according to that, I guess I'm gonna start off in drop D, working on all that stuff. I feel like the Morel Sonata is coming along pretty well. Leave a comment if you disagree, I guess. Wow, is my chest just like hanging out? I might need to button one of these up. I haven't had enough beer to... We'll stay one button higher for now. Sorry everybody. I kind of want to take some time to maybe answer questions that are commented, like during this segment. So let's do that. I feel like this is the first, like, legitimate question, and this is a good one too. So this is a comment from somebody who I've seen quite a bit, 0xcuds4i. Sup, dude? Thanks for commenting. So you asked, what do you do when you are burnt out? I know what burning out feels like, and I'm sure you do too. Like, obviously, that's why you're asking. Something that I do, which this is like your first course of action, it's okay to give up, like, one day. So I'll have some days where I just give up. I don't feel bad about that. The main thing is that I always try to do whatever it is I do. Which, first off, you kind of, in life, have to pick a couple things that you do. Okay, so one of those things for me is I play guitar. And it can be anything. Like, it can be you working out, or you, like, playing chess. I don't know. Those are just two things that I know people do. One of those things is I play guitar. So it's just kind of a personality trait for me that every day, it doesn't matter for how long, I will try to play the guitar. It might be for like 5 minutes. I might just hold it and just be like, I don't want to play this thing at all. But I always try every day. And that's been pretty consistent the 14 or so years that I've played guitar. On any normal day, when I have a guitar, I will hold it and try to play it. And like I said, it doesn't always go well. If I just get in the habit of trying, I will eventually put in like hours. When some days, like, I just feel like it's impossible. Like, eventually the day will come where you put in hours. It's kind of like fishing, where like you just keep showing up, and eventually you'll catch something, and it might feel like you never catch stuff. But you will. You won't catch stuff if you don't show up, though. Do you like that fishing analogy? Does anybody relate with that? My dad might. Hey, Dad. So, like, burning out in music, it's okay to not practice very much one day, but just keep trying every day. And that's what I would do. And that's what we're doing here. Hopefully that was helpful in some way. That wasn't just insane ramblings from a guy who's tired at 9 p.m. Yeah, if you have any more questions, Cuds, or anybody, feel free to ask them, and I'll probably answer them here. They don't have to be, like, amazing questions. Like, I'll just answer whatever you ask here. I'll do my best. To summarize it, when you burn out, give up, but then try again. That's all I got. I'm sorry. I think we're pretty much ready to get into it. Let's go ahead and hop into the Morel, shall we? Oh boy, I am ready to get into the Morel. Have I mentioned that? I feel pretty good. That's enough chit chat for now, I'd say. I will see you on the other side. So, I've been working on a bit of the first movement, and mostly the third movement. I maybe learned, like, 2 more new measures, but I've just been working on, like, old stuff, basically. You know, just trying to get it solid smooth. Let's take a listen to what I got. I'm not going to play it as fast as I usually would, because I want to play it all at the same speed, so it's going to be relatively slow. Here we go. Oh, I'm going to use my Santa hat to stop the squeaky. Alright, now the next page. Where am I? There I am. Oh, I read it again. There's a new ending. C sharp. I don't know what that was, sorry. Okay, so that is everything I've worked on. It was alright, right? It's kind of slow, but we're gonna slowly speed it up over time. You know how it is. Let's take a little bit of a break. I've been playing for quite a while, so I'd say a break is due. Let's do a break. I found this video. It's called Take a Note Out to Prioritize Flow and Rhythm. Sounds like David Russell's gonna say some radical stuff here. Like, take a note out. Which note, you know? So we're gonna find out. We'll see what he has to say.
I always seem to have too many difficult pieces in my program. The thing is,
I know exactly how you feel between the Bach and the Morel.
the great pieces, or the pieces that are really that sound fabulous, are often physically challenging, technically challenging.
Hello, I'm sitting here.
Whoa. Okay, it abruptly cut to Professor Steve Gross, composer.
I'm here with David Russell.
Oh. David Russell's dad, here with David Russell.
David, when you're working with composers, the composers write stuff that might be a bit tricky or a bit awkward. How do you deal with that?
With some composers,
I know it's like stupid when I interject to stuff like that, but it's just funny when people ask that kind of question. It's like, how do you deal with that? Whatever.
maybe, as we were sort of jokingly said, you just don't say anything and take a note out. That doesn't sound great, but sometimes one note less in an uncomfortable chord, suddenly we can flow through and make a much more beautiful phrase.
Wow, what a solution that is. Man, I'm going to use that going forward. I'm just going to play all the top notes of any chord in the Morel Sonata from here on out. It's like, this is how David Russell wanted it. Sorry.
I mean, it's great because we have an instrument that just sounds magic, total magic, and we've just got to keep on exploiting the beauty of our instrument. And you as composers have to keep on offering us pieces that make us or inspire us to do that. The performers are going to bring your pieces to life if the piece has that possibility.
Sometimes we're in a situation where we're not as prepared as we'd like to be. I suppose the question is, what do we do when we find ourselves in that position?
I mean, apart from just saying you've got to practice like hell, I mean, many more hours than you would normally be prepared to do. I mean, it's something you just have to, I'm not going to get it done. Some people are much faster at learning pieces or at getting up to a reasonable level. I'm reasonably fast at that. But then to get it to the level where I want to walk on stage with it, I'm not so fast. I don't really like to take those risks that I used to a long time ago. I think over the years you learn to finger...
I've taken a lot of those risks where I just show up unprepared. I know the feeling, man.
To understand which fingering you're going to use, because you know how your own fingers work, and maybe when I was 20 years old, you don't know, and everybody has slightly different things that they do well with both hands. That becomes much quicker as you get more experience. I mean, I usually spend some time just in the pure preparation thing. I said, like, get it fingered. If you decide quickly, it's easier to change it when you see it's not working.
Right.
Whereas if you play it and then you play it one way, then you play it another, no. You've got to really just go through it and get the whole thing finger first. If it's a new piece for a composer, say, try and make a video. And it sounds...
All right. And what do we do now? What's the next step, David? I've been making videos. Which one is this? Like number 65, 68? I have no idea.
You can make a video and you can make it in bits and put it together. You don't need to actually...
Make it in parts. Make it in like sessions or like logs, if you will.
And play the whole thing straight to them. But by making a video and then I do the editing and
Dude, it's like he's talking to me right now. Oh my god. This is awesome. This is crazy.
Know the piece much more because you go into it, you spend hours and hours playing it, trying to play it as well as you can. And if you think when you make a video and you get to cut it and you get to repeat many times, if it doesn't sound good, you have no excuse.
Yeah.
If it doesn't sound good, you should have played it again. Whereas in a concert, if it doesn't sound good, I did the best I could in that moment. This is not the same. It's like making a CD or something.
Yeah.
If it doesn't sound good, you have no excuse. I mean, of course, we can all say, I only had 3 hours to do it. Well, that's a bad excuse.
Yeah.
That's about how long it takes to film these, too. About 3 hours. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I have no excuse, I suppose.
By making the video, which I've done with your PCs always, it forces us to really, okay, I'm going to make a decision. Then you watch a video of yourself with, I don't like that. And you start again, So that has, every time I've done that...
That's like every video I've ever made. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
It's taken the piece to another level in a very short time.
This is David Russell's practice log right here. Hey, it's David Russell here, and welcome to another practice log. Alright, we got a lot of work today, so let's go ahead and get seated, shall we? Got myself a beer from the gas station.
The composer has gone to all that trouble to stick in, 5.5 notes within this beat, and okay, we're going to work for it.
Yeah, if the composer went through all the trouble of just typing in notes into their computer, and then sending it to you and be like, here, play that. Play that! That's what a composer does, right?
Right enough, the best thing is if you can understand what the gesture is, the musical gesture you're searching for, it means that we don't get bogged down on that semi-quaver that we're missing or something. Well, it's going to be something less than that.
Man, we are halfway done with this video already. I'm going to save the rest of this video for later, and I'm going to do something else with the rest of our time. Man, you know what I haven't done in a little while? I haven't opened up any Pokémon cards. So, why don't we do that? I say it's been a while. I actually don't know exactly how long it's been. It might have been like a couple episodes ago. I don't know. But, here's a pack. It smells weird. Look at all the stuff it has. Wow. Hey, and you know what? This is the card for the entire box. I'm going to give it away again. Boom! There it is. This box costs like $60, so enjoy that. Whoever sees this. Why don't I bring you over here? Alright, can I open it first try? Boom! I'm an expert at this now. I've been blocking out the card. I'm just gonna give it to you again. Look at that. I'm such a nice guy. Look at me. These smell like really cheap glue. Oh god, that smells awful in there. Ew. Ew. Okay, let's open up these cards. Oh, we got a Psychic. Starting off strong. First thing we get, Skawovit. Skawovit, that's a friend of the channel right there. Nestash and Bite. All right. Whoa, Charcadet. Charcadet, Ember, 30 damage. Discard an energy from this Pokemon. Well, there's only one to discard. Chardet, Lehonk, Lehonk. Gotta love it. Collect, that's what we're doing right now. Have I made that joke before? And Tackle, 3 energy for Tackle. That's kind of a lot, I don't know. Starly, whoa, look at that art. Some clay art there, I like that. Hypno, 100 damage, that's pretty hefty. Beach Court, it's getting colder where I am. I feel like I say the same things about these cards. Sandaconda. Gotta love Sandaconda. Sandstorm Spray and Skull Bash. Which one would you rather have happen to you? Sandstorm Spray or Skull Bash? Post in the comments. Oh shoot, we got a shiny Houndour, look at that. A Pokeball. This is like an OG thing, right? The Pokeball. Is that a rare? King Gambit. King Gambit. What am I even looking at right now? This just looks like shapes and colors. Leadership. Okay. Hack at. Hack-at. So when you're in battle with this Pokemon, you say, Kingambit, use Hack-at. That's how this goes. Wow, that was kind of a bad deck. I do appreciate our Houndour. So, you know, the Houndour is probably the best pull out of this so far. You know, I think I got scammed with the trainer box that I got. So, you know, be sure to like and subscribe because I got scammed. You know, make it worth it. All right. That was fun, but it's probably about time we get to our Latin pieces. So, let's go ahead and do that. See you at the bench. Okay, man, we've done a lot of stuff today. This is quite the variety show. You probably can't hear it, but it is so loud in my apartment. I hear like a trap bass line over there, and then on that side I hear people like screaming. It's so loud. I would never ever submit a noise complaint though, because I don't want anybody to do one on me. They can probably hear me too. So we're all just kind of loud together. That's just how it is. And I kind of love it, honestly. I'm going to get into the Garoto. I'll see you on the other side. I am done. I don't really care to practice anymore tonight, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna play the samba for you, and then we're just gonna wrap it up after that. So, check this out. So, here is the samba. Yeah, and that was the samba. Alright, so I think it's a nice way to wrap this one up. Man, today was eventful, huh? That's the end of this night session. Man, it's been pretty fun. I had a good time, but hopefully you enjoyed that. And if you did, you know, be sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment. Alright, well, let's go ahead and wrap it up. I'll see you tomorrow.